Ron was my prosecuting attorney over 20 years ago, and he judged me fairly and assigned a felony to me for breaking into my high school over 20 years ago. Yeah, Ron judged me fairly for where I was heading and gave me a felony that I held on to until this year. When Ron judged that I was not that 17-year-old kid that made the mistake, and I haven't been for a while, and he helped me expunge my record of that same felony that he helped put on my record over 20 years ago. So that's why I think Ron's always been a judge, and I heavily endorse him to be our next judge of Christian County. I approached Ron when this opportunity came up to expunge my record, and I looked up to see if I could do it or not when the law came into effect this year. And I saw that Ron Cleek was the prosecuting attorney at that time. Like, oh my gosh, Ron was a prosecutor at the time when I originally got my felony charge when I was 17. Wouldn't that be a cool thing if Ron would represent me by expunging that same record he was a part of creating in the first place? And so I approached Ron with this invite or request or the honor of him honoring me to do this, and he didn't miss a beat. Not only that, he knew about it before I even brought up that he had that he was a prosecutor at that time. I was ecstatic. He accepted me when I came into his life and helped him out with some IT stuff as a felon at that point, without asking me about it, without me telling him. He knew who I was and that I had a felony in my record at that time. So when I approached him about it and said, hey, will you help me remove this from my record? He didn't miss a beat. He said, yeah. Blown away. The level of integrity with him is just phenomenal. Yeah, Ron's honesty and integrity is probably what excited me the most out of probably the entire existence of our history together, because the path I was going down at 17 with the friends I was hanging out at that point, I probably could have done worse. And so him slapping me with that felony, it probably turned my life around for the better. The level of character that comes from that individual is phenomenal. I appreciate everything Ron Cleek has done for me. Vote for Ron Cleek.